What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new Major Brain gaming video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as always. So in this video we are going to be testing Spider-Man 2018 or whatever it was. Can't remember the exact date, but the original Spider-Man game on the PlayStation 5 Pro. This now has a Pro patch which allows for PSSR to upscale this thing to 4K. It's 60 frames and includes ray tracing in this mode. So the quality mode really is pointless, but we will test both in this video. We're going to use the frame rate counter on the TV as well, so you guys can get a real clear idea of what the frame rate is and also what it looks like to see from the TV perspective, because it's kind of, well, you're going to be playing, right? So enjoy this one, and please do consider liking and subscribing if you are enjoying this video. And also we do have a members tab, so if you would like to become a member on the channel, it's by no means necessary. Just liking and subscribing means so much to me, but if you would like to become a member, there's an option for all these badges you get next to your name depending on how long you're a member for, and those level up over time. So please consider it, and if you enjoy this video, just like, subscribe, and enjoy this next section. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, so we're over to the capture section of the video where we can actually capture the TV and put on the frame rate graph. Now for some reason this game is completely deleted my save data, even though I believe I've actually platinumed this game. Let's just check, but I have the platinum trophy and have a lot of other stuff to clean up, but I was actually going to go back and carry that on at some point, and unfortunately my whole save has been deleted. So, and I've tried downloading it from cloud, don't know, it's a real problem with PlayStation in my opinion. Their save system is just terrible. But anyway, let's get into this. We're in the Performance Pro mode, auto 120 Hz display. We'll skip through any cutscenes, and it may be a good idea to actually test the opening scenes of these games, because in the end of the day, they are pretty demanding in a lot of cases. So let's see, can we skip? We cannot skip this first cutscene. It might let us in a second, but it could be a good mode to test, because I'm pretty sure it gets us straight into the city and the swinging aspect of the game, swinging through the city. So that's always fun. I love to see that they have like console hardware there. I don't know which console that is, because it looks like none of them, and I don't know why they wouldn't have just put a PS4 or something there for the time of this game. There's no mode, but anyway, you can see what cutscene footage is like here. Let's bring up that FPS graph on the TV. Now, as you can see, we've got VRR on and everything like that, so you guys can see that we're running above. Now, I'm very interested in this game, because I very much want to see what the performance is like, because in Spider-Man 2 there's quite a significant drop in performance with the PSSR mode. It looks much cleaner, much better, but in the general city swinging areas of this game, it's actually around the 60 FPS in most cases, which is obviously brilliant, but obviously it's nice when it goes above that in these unlocked frame rate modes. So let's see what this one actually looks like, and we can see what it's like when we go into the city swinging area, what things look like in general. This is the old 2020 Spider-Man, for people wondering. We will test Miles Morales as well, because I think that that's going to look better as well and run even better. They've all had the Pro patch with these Pro performance modes, but as you can see, with these in-game cutscenes now running well above 60 frames, and it looks like we're about to go into the city area now, which is just awesome. Can't wait for this. This is going to be cool. I love this intro scene as well, how he just dives out the window and stuff and decides to ignore this note. Anyway, that's enough to make anyone jump out a window, right? I'm pretty sure. So yeah, let's see what this is dropping to now. Whole city loaded in. We are still 90 frames so far. Let's see what this looks like with PSSR. Yeah, it's clean, guys. Very clean. Wow. And we are definitely above that 60 frames. So this game runs definitely better than the new Spider-Man. It is not as clean, not as detailed. I mean, it is clean and detailed, but it's not quite the same level as Spider-Man 2, but that's nothing to do with the PlayStation 5 Pro. You've got to remember this is a PS4 title. The Spider-Man 2 is a PS5 title. Miles Morales will be interesting to see, but things just don't look quite as like clean. It looks like the LOD is drawn back a lot in this title, and man, does it make you miss the wingsuit in this game when you don't have that, right? It's very different, but very nice. Oh, let's bring the frame rate graph up again so you guys can see what to expect. So yeah, 70 to 80 frames I would say on average here. It looks like above 70 in most cases though. It's looking very good. I would 100% play it in this mode. We can try and switch across. I don't know if it's gonna boot us out, and we've got to, let's do fidelity. apply and restart, of course. Oh no, it takes us right back to here. So we are below that VRR window now, so the frame rate graph is not going to show accurate frame rates. But what we can do is if we go settings and we go to visual, the other thing that people don't necessarily know about is you can actually, in Spider-Man 2 at least, I don't know if it's going to be the same in this game, you can turn the 120 Hertz VRR mode to this like smoothed and also uncapped. But okay, so this mode does not have it, which is interesting. You cannot change the VRR mode in this title. Don't know why I read this as VRR, but it was just 120 Hertz. So yeah, fidelity mode literally is just going to be this like 40-ish frames. I don't think it's uncapped in this original Spider-Man game. So in the new ones, you can actually uncap it and set VRR to uncapped rather than smooth. So I would just avoid this mode at all costs and 100% play in this Performance Pro mode. It's so nice. You've got above 120 frames. There is zero difference from what I can personally perceive in person, at least on this TV. There's no difference between these two. This it's an output resolution of 4K with PSSR, and it looks so clean and nice on this system. And again, you've got that well above 60 frames per second. Does it actually use PSSR? And what does it say? Yeah, PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution. So this is, and it says as well in the settings, visual, it says all ray tracing features are on, including the ray trace reflections. This mode is recommended for most players. So this is with the 60 frames. So you've got all ray tracing features. So that's how much more demanding the new Spider-Man is that you've had to turn off all the ray tracing features on the on Spider-Man 2, and it has to be in fidelity mode to get all the ray tracing features, and then that runs, I don't know, it's very hard to tell because we can't use it in the other game. Like the VRR, it's not letting us know exactly what the frame rate is basically. But let's go into this little fight sequence here. I have to play this game again because it's just so good, isn't it? They all are really good. This looks much crisper and much cleaner than the old PlayStation 5 mode, though. It's higher FPS, which is nice too. And we'll have to try out Miles Morales for sure. There's quite a few games I've got left to test as well. You guys will have to let me know what you want to see and in what order. Let's bring up that mode again. Right, here we go. So yeah, so you look at the frame rate, it's well above 60. Makes all the difference. It really does. Even in single player titles, it's nice to have. It's not essential. I'm not going to sit here and say every game should be like this, but it definitely adds to the experience when you're swinging through the city and you're running it well above that 60 hertz container. It makes all the difference to how you just enjoy a title. Smoother, everything just looks better. So let's go in combat here and just see what this is kind of like. I've got to remember how to play, so apologies. Whoops, as you can see, I don't remember how to play. But yeah, we're well above that, well above the 60 frames still, even in combat in a game like this. It's just, yeah, with all the fire effects going on. I believe actually when I've looked and tested PC versions of this game in the past, it for sure does drop frames in an area like this. So I think this is a good test because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of fire effects, a lot of enemies on screen at one time. Yeah, it's impressive that we're running like this. So I'm 100% would play in this mode, obviously, with ray tracing as well. Is really nice. Or ray trace reflections, that whole suite is turned on in the performance mode of this title. So that's great to see. Really pleased. So I think we'll end it there. I don't think there's much more point in testing things further from this point. I think it's, as you guys can see, well above 60 constantly. Not really much to add. Very good mode all around, and I look forward to seeing what Miles Morales does, because obviously we've seen the Spider-Man 2 now, we've seen Spider-Man 1, and Miles Morales we need to complete off that section just so we can see the differences, because as I said, this one definitely runs better but has an image quality decrease overall from it being an older title. So let's bridge that gap and do Miles Morales at some point very soon on this video. Let's just swing a little bit further here. so you guys can see what all the neon lights look like. The RT in the buildings as well is always really good to see. Personally, I really don't care for RT that much. As somebody who's played a lot of games, I don't really spend my time looking in these glass on the left and right and going, oh look, I can see that one additional person in the reflection, right? Like it's I couldn't tell you in most cases of a lot of games like this, couldn't tell you the difference between the actual RT and what just like screen space reflections or anything like that would be. Personally, when I'm actually playing the game, if I'm looking and doing videos like this, you can see a difference between modes, but when you're actually playing the game, to me, unless it's like fully path traced like Cyberpunk on PC, it really doesn't make much of a difference. So I think we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please like, subscribe if you are enjoying these videos and comparisons between or testing the Pro. Lots more games to test and enjoy, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in future videos. Bye bye for now.